I did it. Ooh, I did it. I have created the perfect meal. And what if I told you I could help you make any meal perfect? This is my video on how I perfected scrambled eggs. So then some of you might be wondering, hey, how did you learn to cook? Well, I actually used Gordon Ramsay's cookbook and I followed it verbatim.
This is wrong! Stop lying to me! You fucking idiot!
What the fuck? I thought I was supposed to get the perfect eggs. Let me see that book again. I gotta cook for myself? Fine. So how do I know that this meal is perfect? Well, what I did is I cooked a meal for my friend. 2 meals actually, one that was really good and one that was really bad. Just look at this. Look at how sad and depressing these eggs just look. Now, Edgar, I'm gonna have you eat them. I need you to know.
Depressing eggs.
Let me know what you think.
Fuck yeah. There's like no salt in this, bro.
Yeah. That's what happens when you don't know how to cook. The point is to explain how, like, if you don't at least try with cooking, it can end up just terrible.
Well, point delivered, this shit suck.
Are you excited, little guy? Are you ready? Are you ready to eat?
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think?
Well, I think it looks delicious, but let's see how it tastes. So I'm not gonna lie, the very first time I saw you cooking, I didn't expect him to do good, guys. That was gonna be like shit, but this tastes pretty fucking good. It's good, bro. It's good. Good shit.
So why learn to perfect scrambled eggs? They're surprisingly simple, yet incredibly difficult to perfect. Look at it this way. If you wanted to cook scrambled eggs, you can technically just crack a couple, scramble them up, and then bam, you're done. But will it taste any good? No. So what I wanted to get across with cooking eggs is that it teaches you a lot of the fundamentals in terms of cooking. Everything that you learn from cooking this will translate into new and better meals that you will cook in the future. And then because I love you, I'm gonna just give you a bunch of links that I learned how to cook from. Go at it, have fun.
So today, I'm going to show you my favorite way to come on eggs. Shake that. I come now. Beautiful. And when you finish it with that little touch of it elevates.
Why did I want to learn how to get better at cooking? I'm just really bad at cooking. I genuinely think that cooking is one of the best skills that you can have. I mean, if you learn to cook, you can cook not only for your friends, your family, your loved one, and most importantly, yourself. Because cooking for yourself is probably the only thing that you should get out of this video. Learn how to cook for yourself, because trust me, I didn't know how to cook for myself and it really fucked me up. To keep it short, I dealt with a binge eating disorder not that long ago. For months, I would have this really strict diet where I would eat nothing but really clean and really flavorless food, like white rice, unseasoned chicken, quinoa, just even saying it makes me want to kill myself. I really hated everything that I cooked. I didn't know how to cook well, so I cooked the most bland and basic shit. And because of that, every so often, I would tell myself, oh, you've been eating so clean, so well on your diet, that you should allow yourself a cheat meal. And I did, but that's how it started. One cheat meal slowly expanded to having an entire day of binge eating a lot of fast food. Like, I meant I would not eat all day, and at 9 o'clock at night I would drive out and I would get In-N-Out, Taco Bell, a pint of ice cream, an entire box of pizza, and I would eat it all in one sitting. And then because of that, I realized, oh, this is really, really bad for me. I need to change up how I go about my entire diet. And I did. The main thing I fucking changed is I started learning how to cook, because when I learned how to cook, I started enjoying the meals I ate. And because of that, I started telling myself, hey, the meals I cook are arguably tastier and healthier for me than the meals I get from any fast food place. Let's start eating this instead of this, which is one of the reasons why I basically encourage everybody to learn how to cook, because it helps anybody overcome their addiction to fast food. You know, if you start enjoying every meal that you cook, then you don't really want to go eat fast food, if that makes any sense. There's no such thing as a perfect meal. When making this video, I posted a picture of one of my scrambled egg meals to Instagram to be like, hey, what do you think of this meal? Does it look really good or really bad? I thought everybody would just be fawning over it. I thought everybody would be like, oh my God, Miguel, this is perfect. You're amazing. This is great. And then I got the results, and not a lot of people were like that. A lot of people actually thought it did not look very good. Those people that didn't like it were vegetarian or vegan. A perfect meal might be perfect to me, but it won't be perfect to someone else. That is why I included ground beef in a meal where the main focus is the scrambled eggs. So I feel like I need to stop the video and let you guys know that I lied. Remember earlier in the video when I cooked for my friend and I explained how the reason I cooked for him was to show how I've gotten better at cooking? I only recorded that because everybody told me my meal was bad and I needed validation from one friend. So I cooked for him, and then during the meal, what I ended up doing is I allowed him to add more Parmesan cheese, and I allowed him to add extra hot sauce and Worcestershire sauce. And I feel like you only like the meat. Actually allowing somebody to add more ingredients and extra sauces to their meal is actually a part of the video that I wanted to explain as well, where throughout my entire cooking journey, I've realized that one thing that constantly makes me really enjoy eating is just adding a bunch of different sauces to my meals. Like for starters, ketchup, I'll add mustard, I'll add more mustard. A lot of the times I'll do mustard. And you know what? If I'm feeling a little crazy, I'll just add peanut butter to like my meals. Obviously, a lot of people will not appreciate adding peanut butter to eggs.
I'm gonna be very, very real with you. I've never done this before, and I'm actually very worried it's gonna taste like shit. So, yeah, it definitely makes it taste different. Do I recommend it actually? No.
Another thing I learned to cook from someone who already knows how to cook. For this video, I did learn a decent amount from YouTube videos, but more than anything, I learned how to cook by just being taught by them. And I recommend you to do that as well. If you have a mom or a partner that knows how to cook, ask them for help. Hayden, can you teach me how to cook eggs?
No.
Hayden, we talked about this. You need to say yes for the video. Okay, we're gonna do this again. All right. Can you teach me how to cook eggs? Number 3 is to be creative. And this part actually came from a video game. So recently I've been playing a lot of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and there's an entire cooking mechanic system where you are actively incentivized to take a bunch of different ingredients and constantly put them into new meals. I took that creativity and put it into my real world cooking philosophy. And the final and most important thing is just make it look appealing. Because let's just be real here. Nobody wants to eat a meal that looks like this.
Like, you see this? Look at how ugly this shit looks.
I mean, just compare this meal to this meal. Which one would you more likely want to eat? That's basically it. That's what I learned from learning to better cook. Okay, bye.